Hello, this is Kent Sovern, State Director of AARP Iowa. With me, Anthony Carroll, our Associate State Director for Advocacy. We just got off a telephone town hall where more than 15,500 AARP members joined us discussing House File 561, a bill that could increase utility rates for Iowa's consumers and ratepayers. Anthony, this is a big week for this bill up at the Iowa Senate. Tell us what's happening.
Yeah, there's developments on this legislation we've talked about before, HF 561, and how it shifts the costs and risks to build a multi-billion-dollar new plant from the utility company to ratepayers or customers. The development this week is today, the last week of January. We expect that the Senate Commerce Committee, unfortunately, is going to vote to move this bill forward and make it eligible to debate for the floor. So the time to act is now. We're trying to get as many Iowans who are concerned, who share our concerns about this cost and risk shifting legislation, to call the Iowa Senate and express your concerns.
Yeah, we've set up an 800 number. It's listed in the tagline of this video. Please, you still can affect this bill before it goes to the floor of the Senate. Call your state senator, ask them to oppose House File 561. Anthony, there were some developments in Florida that should impact this debate as well?
Yeah, unfortunately for Florida, but I think it's timely in terms of what we've talking about, not being opposed to nuclear power, but oppose HF 561 and how we change and how we pay for multi-billion-dollar investors. And one of the really core concerns is what happens if this is canceled at any point along the 10 years. Just last Thursday in Florida, they had a similar legislation that authorized in 2006 to pay for and plan for a new plant. They spent $1 billion. Ratepayers have already had to pay $500 million towards that. But as of last Thursday, they announced they will be canceling that plant. But because of similar legislation they've had in Florida, ratepayers are going to have to they're going to get stuck with the tab. The customers are going to have to pay another $500 million, even though it's canceled. So at least $500 million are going to have to pay towards something that they're not going to receive benefit from.
So AARP Iowa is fighting for you, fighting for electrical consumers and ratepayers. Call that 800 number. Ask your state senator to oppose House File 561. Thank you very much.